In the previous lesson, we learned about the basic technique and power mechanics of bowing. In this lesson, we will move on to hands-on practice. Before we begin, I'd like to emphasize that the quality of your bowing technique sets the upper limit of your overall performance. Poor bowing leads to unstable turn, and it can even affect your wine. So please take bowing seriously and commit to long-term disciplined practice following the correct method. Now let's begin today's class. Slow full bow practice. As the name suggests, this exercise involves holding long, slow bows. To control your tempo, you can use a metronome. If you don't have one at the moment, you can count the beats by yourself. The recommended tempo for now is 72 BPM. Set the tom signature to 4/4. One pull or pushing bow should last 4 beats. This tempo isn't fixed. If it feels too fast, you can slow it down until it's comfortable. Now let me demonstrate. Tempo 72 BPM. Tom signature 4/4. Pay attention to the following points during practice. First, avoid using excessive pressure. At a slow tempo, too much pressure will cause harsh friction noise like this. Or like this. Use a moderate pressure. Second, understand the leverage of your right hand. The bow hold acts as a pivot point. The front, bottom of the bow is closest to the pivot, allowing for more concentrated force. The tip is farther away, so the pressure weakens. To compensate, apply more active pressure at the tip to match the tone of the bottom. In the playing, when pulling the bow, start light and gradually increase pressure. When pushing the bow, start heavier and gradually lighten up. This helps avoid an imbalanced sound, like a heavy start and a weak finish. Third, in this practice, we use slow and full bow. Full bow doesn't mean using the full length of the bow. Instead, it is dependent on the length of your arm. Full bow doesn't mean stretching beyond your arm limits, just a pull until your arm naturally extends. Avoid both short belly and overextension. Fourthly, keep the bow as straight and flat as possible. This ensures a clean tone. Either going upward or downward is incorrect. So the tone is not right. To maintain a straight bow, we only have to maintain a 90 degree between the bow hair with the strings. A straight bow requires a consistent distance between the bow hair and the net. Not too far away, and not too close. Either way will make a lot noise. You can place a small object on the right side as a reference to keep the bow consistent. The bow tip should stay pointed toward that reference, both in pushing and pulling bow. Next, avoid sudden changes in speed or pressure when changing the bow. This will cause harsh transition sounds. Neither is correct. The solution is to keep bow speed and pressure consistent, and keep your wrists relaxed during changes of bows. Next, except for staccato. Maintain continuous pressure throughout the bowing. In general, ensure that the bow hair stays in firm contact with the strings at the correct angle and pressure. Last but not least, except for flying staccato, avoid lifting the bow hair and stick off the sound box. Keep constant contact, prevents unwanted noise, and maintains tone quality. You'll need to carefully observe above details during repeated practice to minimize mistakes. Now, let's do two practice songs with the inner open string be referred as do, the outer open string as sol. The first one, we set tempo at 72. The techniques we covered in this lesson are crucial for your future practice, so please take the time to work on them carefully. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. We regularly share more tips and techniques for playing the erhu.